Bandpencil's member portal is the best way you can share your event information with the people you work with. So this could be your musicians, your performers, your entertainers, your technicians, and your crew. Now the member doesn't need to create an account or sign in. They authenticate everything through their email address, and whenever you send them an email through Bandpencil, it'll automatically provide them with a link to their member portal, or the member can use the login function on our homepage using the member portal login, which will send them an email and they can gain access. Once they've gained access to their member portal, they're going to see a list of all their upcoming gigs. They can view all of their events that they have stored in Bandpencil, and they can export this to Excel, CSV or PDF, and it will show their availability status, whether they've submitted their invoice, whether it's been marked as paid by you, and their amount that they're being paid. They can also see the groups that they're member of. So say Angus was a member of two different bands who were both using Bandpencil to manage their gigs. Angus would just need to use the one member portal to see all of that information. You can also link your Bandpencil account with your personal calendar. So you can sync your gigs between Bandpencil and your calendar so you don't have to keep logging in. It'll just automatically display that information there. So if we click into an event here, we're going to see all of the event information that they need to see. Some of the event information is hidden from them, and you can decide to hide some additional information such as the client's information and whether they can see other members performing on this gig. But they're going to be able to see their roles, this gig status, what services are being provided, the dress code, the food, noise limit, external mic usage, the number of guests, the playlist information. They're going to be able to see the location as well as a breakdown such as the address, any notes, parking information and the load-in. And using the tabs at the top, they can go through and see the timings such as the gig timings and the setup timings. They can see the event description as well as the member notes, which are just for them. They can see who else is performing on this gig, but like I said before, you can turn this off. And if you're using Bandpencil to manage your set list, then they can view what the set list is going to be, open up the set list live view, or you can just see the set list notes if you're just using that feature. Now, as well as this, you can ask the member to submit their availability, to ask whether they're available or not for this gig. And in doing so we're going to set ourselves as available. They'll be able to send you an invoice once the gig is complete, and they're going to be able to see the fee, any additional items that you've included and what their total fee is going to be, as well as a personal message. So if you need to add a personal message to note for this member, you can add this here. If you don't use Bandpencil if you don't pay people, so say you're an amateur group or you're a non-for-profit, then you can just turn this feature off if you don't want it to be displayed on the member portal. But once the member's ready, they can submit an invoice. They can add any additional costs. So say they have expenses, they can add this here. And Bandpencil will also allow them to upload their own invoice. So say they're using their own accounting software to generate invoices, they can do this here. You can also use Bandpencil to share files with them. So for this gig, I'm sharing the venue plan with them, and they can click to download the file through their member portal. And finally, they can sign any performer contracts. So we can see here I've assigned a performer contract for this gig, and they can go in, they can see the terms and conditions, all the event information, and then they can sign this here, and that'll generate a PDF and send it to both yourself and the member. But there's a separate video on how all that works, so I definitely recommend you check that out. And then finally, they can download all of this information into a PDF worksheet by clicking this button here, so they can save it ready to get started on their gig. Now, as well as the event management side of things, they can also access your account information. So you can see there, just for your account, they can see events they've done, past events, they can see that report, but just for this band. You can also share files with them. So say if you need to share any files that all of your members need to see, you can do this here. And you can also share set lists here, and they can also edit all of their information by clicking this button here. They can go through, so say you need their payment details, they can add this here, their tax number, their company number, any dietary requirements, emergency contacts, and the member can also decide if they want to be emailed about reminders for the gig. So that is how the Bandpencil member portal works. Like I said, it's a really powerful feature and really useful for yourself to easily share information and make it almost self-service for the member to view. Definitely check out some of our other videos which explains how the performer contract works and also how you can add members to your account.